In October 1187, one of the most significant moments of the Crusades unfolded. Jerusalem, held by Crusader forces for nearly 90 years, fell to the Muslim leader Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, known in the West as Saladin. But this was not a story of sudden conquest. It was the result of strategy, unity, and a decisive battle that reshaped the Middle East. By the late 12th century, the Crusader kingdom of Jerusalem was deeply divided. Internal rivalries, weak leadership, and reckless decisions had left it vulnerable. Saladin, meanwhile, had united Egypt and Syria under a single banner. Unlike earlier Muslim rulers, he commanded a coordinated and disciplined force, driven not just by politics, but by a religious and strategic aim: the recapture of Jerusalem. The turning point came in July 1187 at the Battle of Hattin, near the Sea of Galilee. The Crusader army, led by King Guy of Lusignan, marched across dry terrain in extreme heat, cut off from water. Saladin exploited this perfectly, harassing them, setting fire to dry grass, and exhausting them before launching a full assault. The Crusader forces were decisively defeated. The True Cross, one of their most sacred relics, was captured. Most of the kingdom's military leadership was killed or taken prisoner. Jerusalem was now virtually undefended. In September 1187, Saladin's army arrived at Jerusalem. The city was defended by a small force led by Balian of Ibelin, who had initially been granted safe passage but stayed to organize the defense. After several days of bombardment and failed resistance, it became clear the city could not hold. Balian negotiated with Saladin, warning that a desperate last stand could lead to massive destruction. Unlike the Crusaders' capture of Jerusalem in 1099, which ended in widespread massacre, Saladin chose a different path. He agreed to surrender terms that allowed Christian inhabitants to ransom themselves and leave safely. Many who could not pay were freed anyway. Holy sites were protected, and Christian worship was permitted under Muslim rule. Saladin's capture of Jerusalem shocked Europe and triggered the Third Crusade, led by figures like Richard the Lionheart. But his reputation endured, not just as a conqueror, but as a ruler remembered for restraint, honor, and mercy in victory. The fall of Jerusalem in 1187 remains one of history's most powerful examples of how leadership can shape the legacy of war. If you enjoyed this breakdown of medieval history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know which historical event you'd like covered next.